Hello, welcome to another day of inspiration. Today I'm at Wekiva Springs State Park. I decided to walk a little bit on the trails. It's a little more secluded over here. Some of these springs that are closer to suburbs and people are like, you know, community swimming pools, which is great, but also it's busy and loud and lots of kids and craziness. So I figured I'd come over here because I wanted to have a really like heart-to-heart with you. I've been thinking about a couple of things, and the big thing I've been thinking about is helping you to realize that it's never too late. It's never too late to be able to go after and do and, you know, shift gears and go do that thing you wanted to do. And I'm gonna share something with you because this has been my own personal journey, and I mean this is like some real talk. I've been thinking about this video for a couple of days because I know it's going to be really powerful and impactful, and I hope that this is the thing that helps push you over the edge and get you into action. So 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago, I purchased a program called Retreat Blueprint because I wanted to do retreats, and at the time I felt like I needed to have a retreat in like 3 seconds and be all sold out and stuff. And if I couldn't do it really quickly, then I wanted nothing to do with it. And so therefore, you know, I was too busy. I had a lot going on. I figured I'd do it later. I got scared. I don't know, all the things. So here we are 10 years later. And if you've been following every single video in this inspirational series, you've heard bits and pieces and you've seen the journey of me coming along, okay? So this won't be a surprise, but if this is your first video, then know that me, just like everybody else, you know, if you've watched my life, I've had a lot of great experiences, and I'm really grateful for all those experiences. And I don't know, about 3 or 4 months ago, I had a nudge. I had a nudge to get back into the Retreat Blueprint program. So I dug into my archives, I found the login, logged into it. I still had access. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I still have access 10 years later. And I still have access to the live calls, the coaching, the support, like everything. Blown away. So I decided to go ahead and start doing it. So I started doing it and started working on the first couple homeworks. I got some good feedback, feeling really good, and thought, you know what, I'll have a retreat when my business is a certain size. I'll do it later. Let me go ahead and start this slowly. And then someone asked me, what are you waiting on? I'm like, that's so true. What am I waiting on? It's already been 10 years. It's already been 10 years. So here it comes up again. And I've kind of been, you know, stalling a little bit on this. And you know why? Because I'm scared. Will the people come? Will they pay? Will I lose my deposit? Will I make money? Will it be worth it? Will it be good enough? All the same bullshit that holds you back from your own dream, that holds you back from the things that you know you were meant to do, the things that you want to do, the things that you've always wanted to do, that you sit and you scroll on social media or whatever, and you look at other people's life and you go, wow, I want to do that. And then the little voice comes up and says, oh, that'll never happen. Oh, you don't have money. Oh, you don't have time. What about your kids? Like all the bullshit that comes up, okay? So I'm no different than you, but here's where it is different, and here's where you can be different too, is I am going to set a date for the retreat. I'm going to put this into action. I'm going to lean in, because guess what? I have 10 years of extra life experience. I have 10 years of understanding. I have 10 years of growth. I have a blueprint that's going to tell me exactly what to do. I have a team of retreat coaches who all have over 15, 20 years of experience. There's multiple coaches in that group who are going to help me along the way and cheer me on. Plus the whole community who have done retreats or in the same spot as me, they're going to help me and move me on. So literally all I have to do is lean in. I have to lean in and show up and do the steps. And guess what? Before I know it, I'm going to have a retreat. I'm going to have an amazing retreat that, guess what? Some of you who are watching this are going to be on my retreat. You're going to be on that retreat and you're going to have such a life transformational changing experience, and it's going to be fucking amazing, and it's going to be in an epic location, and it's going to be awesome. And this is all because I decided to lean in and stop waiting Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting for the circumstances to be right. Stop waiting for me to have 100 million people in my business who blah, blah, blah. Fuck that, man. I can do this now. And guess what? You can too. You're able to do this exact same thing with whatever that is. Here's what else I noticed. Doing retreats and hosting retreats and being out here in nature and all this stuff that I've been running from my whole life. Jay said it the best, my husband. Jay said it the best. He said, you know what? It's like your soul has been calling to you all this time. Your soul has been calling to you all this time. And your ego, your mind has been running the show. And well, I've had some pretty dope experiences. My ego is not like my true authentic self. So I share all this because guess what? If you want to get into action, you know what I realized? Is I already have been laying out all the steps for you. Every single video in this series is puzzle pieces. They're pieces of the puzzle that if you pick up the puzzle and you put the pieces together and you work piece by piece, this will help you. And what's amazing, what is absolutely amazing about this is that when I started doing this inspirational series, I really did it for me to help me get out of my own way and step into my confidence. And I just leaned in and talked about whatever I felt inspired to each day. And as it's unfolded and as we are here on day 20 something, I'm like, damn, this is literally like, I'm giving you the keys to the kingdom. These are the steps that you do. This is what it takes. And it takes you being willing to get in and do the work, to have the tough conversations with yourself, to go the places you don't want to go the places you've been avoiding going for all this time. It's gonna take that. Possibly hiring a therapist to help you process some things. And at the same time, hiring a coach or hiring a therapist, process some things, then hire a coach. That's what's gonna take. It's gonna take those things to help you. It's gonna take you showing up and leaning in when things are uncomfortable. And I'm telling you, everything is in perfect timing because my video yesterday was about embracing your weirdness and like your uniqueness and doing something, like leaning into something that's been scaring the shit out of you. Like all these things are just unfolding in such a way that the keys are right here. So if I resonate with you, if my energy, my vibe, I resonate with you and I inspire you, and you love seeing all the adventures that we're on and, you know, getting a taste of what it's like to rock your lifestyle and be a life adventurous, all these cool marketing terms that I have, then I'd say tune in and listen up, you know. Get ready for the ride of your life because Jenny's back and she's coming back with such a powerful way and from a totally different place. I feel like when I share these and I'm just really being me, that it really just is something special. And I continue to get messages, and I thank you. I continue to get messages, private messages from people who are touched by these videos bring tears. Like, I'm telling you, it's never too late. What is it that your soul has been calling you to do? What is it that you've always wanted to do? What kind of a life have you always wanted to have? You know, what kind of experiences? What kind of vacations? What kind of time with your family? What kind of feelings? I mean, there's so many things out there in the world to do. What kind of things have you always wanted to do? If you're an entrepreneur, what kind of things in your business have you always wanted to do, but you've allowed, you know, the bullshit in the industry or whatever the freaking standards are? Fuck all that, man. I'm saying, you know, everything's coming together. Jay and I launched something a bit ago, F the algorithm. It's like F the algorithm of what the fuck's going on in the world and write your own life code. Told you I'd get a little dicey in this one because this is serious. This is your life. So if you're, you know, feeling stuck or you're sick of just being, or even shit, I have a fun ass life and I still feel these things, okay? So you don't just have to be in a fucking shithole in the mud to be able to want to live and be better. You can still want to live and be better without being in a fucking stick of mud. And it's okay if you're in a stick of mud because I've been there too. All right. I think I have done my duty here. I think I have shared what absolutely needed to be shared. There's thunder rolling in the distance. I'll probably turn around on this path and head back, but it is really pretty. And get in the water maybe before it rains so I can cool myself off. I know this one's hitting home. And if you don't want to say anything in the comments, at least throw me a little emoji down there. Like, it's cool to know that you're watching. If you're not, send me a private message. That's cool too. I want you to have an amazing day. Where can you go this week? Where can you go explore? Where can you get out of your comfort zone? Where can you lean in? Where can you listen to that little whisper inside? Where and how? Lightning turning around. And that was also a message from the universe to tell you to get your shit together and let's fucking go.